My name is Brad Washabaugh. I'm with the Veterans Breakfast Club, and today we're going to do a history, part of our history project, Oral History Initiative, which is dedicated to preserving the stories of our military veterans of all branches and all eras. And VBC is preserving veteran stories so that the living history is not forgotten. And today, I'm honored to have a Marine veteran with me, Mike Ellison. Hello, Mike. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Yes, simplified. My name is Michael Ellison. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, 1960. And I presently living in Roseville, Michigan.
And that's near Detroit, isn't it? Near Detroit?
Yeah, right next to Detroit, not too far. I'm a retired construction worker, engineer, heavy equipment operator. That's what I did in the Marine Corps when I joined 1980.
So Mike, you were in the Marine Corps for what years? You said you joined in 1980, and how long did you stay?
From 80 to 86. In 82, I got injured, and then I went on reserve.
I see.
And I was at the Philadelphia Naval Base.
Yes.
During that time, and then in 83, they had the Beirut bombing, which I was on standby for that, but didn't shipped out for that because it wasn't not a combat operation.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's talk first, Mike, if we can, about your journey to become a Marine. Not everybody chooses to become a Marine, and you're from Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia area. Can you talk about what led you up to your decision to join the military and why the Marine Corps?
I was part of the high school marching band music program, and I wanted to go to college, and I knew by joining the military that I could get help paying my way towards college. I actually went to an Army recruiter, and we talked about the engineering program, and then I told him I'll go home and think about it, and then I came back, and then I met a Marine recruiter when I came back to the office, and he said that I can guarantee you an engineering program in the Marine Corps. And I was pretty much in shape. I played, not only just being part of the music program, I was playing basketball. So I gave it a try.
Yes.
And,
well, it sounds like the Marine recruiter did his job. He certainly, I guess, stole you away from the other services. Did you know much about the Marine Corps before you became a Marine?
Yes, before I went to Paris Island, I was in the delay entry program, helping the recruiter with recruitment.
Yes.
So, and I was learning part about the Marine Corps then. And I had several friends that had served in the Marine Corps, and they told me about it too.
Did you come from a military background in your family? Any other family members serve in the military?
Yes, I have uncle, father, World War II and Pearl Harbor. And, about it. Not that in Vietnam, and cousins that served in Vietnam.
Did they ever talk about their experiences to you?
Not much about it. Yeah, not much about the World War II, but about Vietnam, some of them had talked to me about that.
Yeah. Well, when you came in the Marine Corps and went to boot camp, how was your experience at Paris Island? There are so many stories about how rough recruit training is and whatnot. How was it for you, and what do you remember about boot camp?
Tough, real tough. I met the drill instructor, and he told me that you tall, so I'm gonna make you a squad leader, and I want your bed right next to my hut. So you'd be the first one I see, because if any one of these guys make a mistake, I want to see you first. And it was tough. It was tough. It was tough. And it was about, I think it was about 60 of us that went to boot camp, and only 40 had graduated.
Wow. Well, you piqued my curiosity. Just how tall are you, Mike? If you were selected as one of the tallest.
6'1", and that's not tall.
Yeah.
but in 1980 it was with the platoon I had.
Well, I guess there's the old story: don't stand out in the military; you'll be volunteered for something. And do you remember your drill instructor's name and anything in particular about your DI?
Sergeant Miller, Sergeant Hunt, Staff Sergeant Shank, Sergeant Britton, and Sergeant McConnell.
Wow. Your memory's fantastic. I guess they made a lasting impression on you.
Oh, they did. I would never forget their name. But when I graduated, I didn't shake nobody's hand. I just told the bus driver to hit the metal.
You wanted to move on to the next chapter as quick as possible in case it was all a bad dream and you woke up and you weren't done yet, I guess.
Yeah, it was the toughest training that I ever went through, but it had me in top shape. It had me in top shape that I've ever been in my life.
Yes. And can you describe that day that you were officially a Marine? How did you feel as a person when you had that Eagle Globe and Anchor on your chest?
Proud of that I accomplished that stepped in my life, especially coming from out of graduating from high school and then graduating to the next level and there. And it was like I was feeling proud that I was moving on to something something good.
So after boot camp, I imagine that you received additional training. Can you talk about that additional training and how you got your military occupational specialty?
I got my occupational specialty as an operating engineer, heavy equipment operator. It was guaranteed to me at the recruiting station because I did good on the test score. And after graduating from Paris Island, a couple of us went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, where we trained for engineering. And I did good in that school, and I got a choice of duty station, either East Coast or West Coast. And I choose the West Coast, 1st Marine Division, Camp Pendleton, engineers.
Had you ever been to California before? Why the West Coast? Was there something appealing about the West Coast for you?
Never been to the West Coast, and I wanted to experience it.
So all the things that recruiter told you about travel and new experiences panned out for you, huh? You get to see some new things.
That's true. That's true. That was true.
Well, when you got to California, what did you think?
It was a new world to me, and the experience, of engineering, building roads, traveling, Bridgeport, California, cold weather training, and Coronado, San Diego, amphibious operation training, and had under 2 COs, commanding COs that treated me like a son.
Yes. And you remember their names and how they interacted with you? What was so memorable about them?
Captain Kunkel and Captain Everham, they was Vietnam veterans, and I told them that I wanted to go to college, so I took some courses, college courses, and they wanted me. They was trying to scare me to become an officer, but then they was discharged, and then we had received another CEO named Captain Evans, and there was a big change because Captain Evans changed things from the way it was when Captain Kunkel and Captain Everham had ran the program.
Yes. So I think you told me you got a call. There was a call for a carpenter. Tell us about that story.
Yes, Captain, my first CEO, Captain Everham, said that First Recon needs a carpenter and we want to send you there. And I was kind of shaken up about that going down there. But I was following my orders and I did it. And, you know, it was a scary feeling to me, but I got through it and then went back to the unit. And then a couple of months later, the recon commander needed an operator to unload the trucks to unload the underground bunkers. And I had to go back down there again. And they was trying to get me to join. And I told them I wasn't getting off the machine. I just unload. and then that went good. And then finally, after the Operation 7th Mav oil embargo with Russia and Iran, after that operation, I decided to volunteer to join First Recon.
They finally wore you down, huh, Mike, and convinced you to join.
Well, I wasn't scared after that was wasn't scared to go there then. But I tried to get some of the other guys to go with me to volunteer, and they said no.
Well, congratulations on that. The reconnaissance units are well known for selecting only the best, and it's a tight group, and there's a lot of physical activity, a lot of challenges involved. And is there anything in particular you remember about your time with the reconnaissance unit that you want to pass on?
Well, just the amphibious operation in Coronado, constantly running, even to the lunchroom. We had to run in and run out, and then run out to the raft out there on the sea, and then was on the USS Belleau Woods.
Belleau Wood, LHA 1 or 2 or something, I forget.
I forget too. But I know the name of the ship was the Belleau Woods.
Belleau Wood, yeah.
Belleau Woods, yeah.
Yeah, that's a World War I battle fought by the Marines in France. Belleau Wood, yes.
Yes. Yeah, good. That history of that, yeah.
Yeah. So your time on active duty was just for 2 years, but it sounds like there was a lot happening in that 2 years, and you were involved during that time. Was the Cold War. We had the Soviet Union, and we had Iran, and a lot of turbulence in the world. What do you remember about that time and our nation, what we were going through?
Well, it called for the nation to be on a security alert. like it seemed like it turned the Marine Corps into a police unit. And because I was stationed at the Philadelphia Naval Base when Beirut happened, and then when Colonel Gaddafi, they had the incident with Colonel Gaddafi, and it was several other incidents. But then I went and joined the civilian security force, and I went out to back out to Camp Pendleton, California. And I just stayed out there for probably about 6 months. And then in '89, I had moved to Michigan to settle down from all of that.
So when you left the Marine Corps and went into the civilian sector, what did you take with you as your experience as a Marine that really helped you succeed?
Experience in security, and then the engineering part, which really played the most of my career, because after I had stopped working as a security personnel. I went into construction, and Detroit was doing major construction and was building a Ford football field. I participated in that. Tiger Stadium, I helped in that, and remodeling the auto plants, and a lot of demolition and rebuilding.
Looking back on the Marine Corps, what do you think of when you hear the Marine Corps hymn? What comes to mind?
Well, that was it was, you know, to hear that it was a challenge, and I know that a lot of people in the civilian that wasn't an easy choice for them to choose to join, and a lot of people did not join the Marine Corps because they felt that they probably couldn't make it, and it and then being involved with the veterans organization, the Marine Corps League and American Legion, and that was proud. And then another proud moment was when I got married to my wife in '05. She was a major in the DC National Guard Military Police, and she did 34 years. We got married. I met her in '05, and we got married in '07, and she passed in 2013. Service connected chemical exposure. She was the commander in the Desert Storm, early part of the Desert Storm.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. And it sounds like you found the true love of your life, and somebody that you really was able to bond with and share many good memories. And looking back on your Marine Corps career, it sounds like you never backed down from a challenge, whether it's boot camp or whether it's reconnaissance or whether it's serving others. If you had to give some advice to the young men and women today about joining the military, what would you tell them?
Tell them to pursue to be an officer in there. Pursue to be an officer in the Marine Corps. Yeah, and you can and encourage them to try to retire from the Marine Corps.
Yes, and it sounds like you never took counsel of your fears, even though the obstacles were high, whether it was becoming a Marine or performing as a combat engineer or in your job as a civilian. Did you really enjoy your Marine Corps experience? And is there one thing that really sticks out in your mind as a lasting memory?
That to travel and
Yeah.
And to meet and you know all the buddies, the people that I had met, haven't really caught up with much of them anyway. By now, I would like to see some of them, but a few here and there. I had ran across. I ran across the Lieutenant Colonel Barnes, who was my boot camp commander in Paris Island. He was the commander of the Paris Island base. And
You said his name was Barnes, Barnes, Barnes.
Yes, he's with the Marine Corps Engineers Association.
Okay.
And he got the Medal of Honor in Vietnam.
Wow.
And he showed me that on film, how he got that Medal of Honor in Vietnam.
It's a great role model for all of us. So what do you think, Mike, civilians can learn from veterans or active duty military men and women? What can they learn from us? What can they learn from our stories? And what can they learn about our service?
The discipline and the opportunity because from my high school to the Marine Corps, I had more opportunities from the Marine Corps than I would have had just coming out of high school and just looking around, trying to find work and trying to get training. and experience of traveling and meeting different people.
It sounds like
a long way coming. I mean, and then I mean it's a mature process too, of growing, especially when you join at a young age.
You certainly see a lot of things and you experience many things, but like you said, you grow from it. And no matter how many, I found that no matter how many years that you spend in the service, that period of time, whether it's 2 years, 6 years, 8 years, 20 years, for many of us, it turns out to be some of the best times of their life, that they've been enriched with so many things and had so many opportunities and chances to meet others and to work together as a team. So it's been a fantastic journey, it sounds like, for you, and a fantastic opportunity for others. And I want to thank you, Mike, for sharing your story. Is there something you want to leave with us as we close the chapter on your oral history that you want to tell other listeners in conclusion with your time in the Marine Corps?
Get involved with the service organizations, the Marine Corps League, American Legion, those programs, the ROTC. Yeah, those are good programs, especially when parades, Memorial Day parade, Veterans Day parade, yeah, Marine Corps birthday.
And you've been part of the Navy League, the Marine Corps League for 20 years or so, haven't you?
Yes, I've been involved in that since '92. I think 92 when I joined the Muffler Point Marine Corps League.
And I think many of our viewers may not know much about the Marine Corps League. What do they do and how do they operate?
It's a buddy organization. They invite Navy, Army, anybody can join that serve and have auxiliary, which have wives and relatives that participate. They participate in parades, Boy Scouts programs, community service programs. Yeah, and have meetings every month. And buddies just getting together and collaborating and being involved in the community and getting other service members to join the Veterans League.
What did you feel you got the most from serving again once you left your uniform behind and serving with the Marine Corps League? What did you feel like you achieved with that, or you received from participation?
Determination.
Yeah.
Determination and motivation. And never expected to marry another female officer.
Yes. Well, she was a special lady, it sounds like, and I know you miss her, and if she were here, I'd thank her for her service too, and during Desert Storm as an officer and in National Guard and all that she did. So service.
Yeah, it was a good experience. It was a good experience meeting someone like that.
Okay, well, Mike, I want to thank you again for participating in our Veterans Breakfast Club History Project, and we've captured your story, and it'll be available for viewers to see, and you have a lot to be proud of, and I want to thank you once again for participating in our program.